Good afternoon, Dr. Caudill and Chris's class. My name is Christina Vallejo and I teach event and venue management in the digital media program here at St. Ed's. I've also been producing all types of events here in Austin for the past 9 years. The first thing I think of is location. The second thing I think of is who is your demographic, because that will kind of dictate where your location is going to be. The reason events like Fun Fest and ACL happen kind of close to downtown is because you're looking to get the biggest demographic that you can, and that's why they have different variety of bands, and so they want to keep it kind of centralized. The thing about location that I think is the most important is accessibility. You want people to be able to either park there or figure out a way to get there. Otherwise, people just won't show up. You might want to take out a full page ad in the Chronicle. You might want to do some radio promotions, some online promotions for the younger people who are doing social media, Facebook, MySpace, all that kind of stuff. So that kind of thing runs the gamut, but the thing that I kind of drill into my students in event and venue management is who is your audience, because then you'll figure out what you want to say to them, how you want to get the message across, and are they actually paying attention. So, Fun Fest this year, I think the line went all the way around the block. So it's just, I would think that the only solution to not having people get annoyed by being in line is to have something for them to do while they're in line, because you're not going to be able to avoid it. There will be lines for roll call, there will be lines for whatever. No matter how you segregate it, there will be lines. Even for media passes, they just had it set up by, I think, general. You know, if you already had a ticket, then they had will call, then they had the media, and I think that's it. ATMs are important, but as a seasoned festival goer, I never use them. They charge anywhere between $5 and $7 just to use the ATM, and you know, that's a whole beer you can buy for that amount of money, so I don't do that. The porta potties are so important, just because people don't want to be spending time in line, missing music, and missing out on the concert, just stand in line at the porta potties. The other thing that's really important is the hand sanitizers. It was really nice when they started putting those things up, because you don't want to go into a porta potty and then go get something to eat. So, adequate porta potties are very important. VIP porta potties are even better. Because they have a captive audience. They have a group of people that are there, and they already kind of know what the demographics are based on what the event is. And so, for example, Bird's Barbershop wanting to be at Fun Fest, that makes sense, because Bird's Barbershop is kind of a little hipster hangout slash barbershop slash venue. They sometimes have parties and stuff there, and so they would definitely appeal to the type of audience that would go and listen to bands at Fun Fest, because I would definitely classify them as the hipster type. So for them, it's marketing. They'll spend money to set up a booth and be able to target their demographic. So they card everyone on the way in, you get a special wristband, and then you can just go up and buy your beer whenever you want to. So that kind of keeps the line flowing. I've never had an issue. Sponsorships are all about brand impressions. So when a big company like AT&T sponsors a big festival like ACL, they are paying for the number of eyeballs that will be looking at their brand. So they get their name on the stage, they get their logo on every piece of marketing material. They do online promotions, they do giveaways, sometimes they'll do parties, whether it's a pre-party or a ACL post-party, or they sponsor a private party or a band party or whatever. Sponsorships are just about how many people can we get to see our logo? How many people can we get to hear our message? And so that's why companies do it. They jump at the chance. They make sure that the band's there, that their equipment is there, that everything's set up, that everything sounds good. If they're doing a sound check, whether it's a full sound check or a line check, they need to make sure that everything gets taken care of. Because like I said, these performances are recorded. Every single one of them are recorded to the soundboard, so that later on they can release a compilation or a series of compilations. So the stage manager basically runs everything. You need to know exactly what the band needs. So a stage plot is super important. You need to know how many mics, where to put them. Are you providing a backline? What do they need? Do they have any special requirements for their microphones or synthesizers or whatever it is? So it's really important to have a stage plot for the stage managers to be able to handle that. Definitely, they have some lighting techs. We had a big production for Pearl Jam, and so they definitely had light and stage techs that were back there kind of handling everything, making sure that the background lights and the Pearl Jam logo was lit up properly and that sort of thing. Do an RFP, a request for proposals, for different companies to handle the operations part of it. And so they handle everything from the fencing to the security to just anything that you see that kind of contains the event. Porta potties, extra lights for the vendors, all the tents, because vendors don't have to bring their own tents. So they have a company, and for a long time it was one particular company who I knew them personally, and they brought all of that stuff. Any kind of tent, they hired their own security. A lot of the ticket taking and you can go to an information booth and find stuff out. You can go and go to the Waterloo tent and get autographs from bands. A lot of those people that are handling that kind of thing are volunteers, which I think are really important, because it's usually students like you guys that want experience or maybe want a free ticket, and so they'll employ a lot of those volunteers to handle that kind of thing. You probably do want additional security in the form of Austin police, which will help escort sometimes backstage, sometimes to and from the venue. It just depends on who the band is.